Rent back agreements explained, part 1. You know, buying and selling a home at the same time can be an intimidating experience if you're a seller. You're trying to sell your home and you're trying to line up a buyer and a new home within a short time frame. It requires tons of planning and a little bit of luck. However, selling your home before closing on a new one doesn't mean you have to be left without a place to live. So sellers usually have a few different options to explore, including a rent-back agreement. Now, this rent-back agreement just doesn't benefit the seller. In today's very competitive market, where you have, say you've got a seller, we've got inventory shortfall and you've got a lot of buyers making an offer on a home. Well, if you're a buyer who can understand what a rent-back agreement is and give a seller a rent-back agreement if they want it, that can put your offer right to the top of the list. So this is good for both sides to understand what it is. So a rent-back agreement is a good way for the seller to buy themselves some extra time after the home sale. However, like most real estate transactions and negotiations, they come with benefits and risks. And we'll go into the benefits and risks in the next video. But before we do that, we're going to explain basically what these agreements are, how they work, and why you might want to consider one. So firstly, what is a rent-back agreement? A rent-back agreement is an arrangement that allows the seller to continue to live at the property as a tenant after the closing date of the sale of the home. And during this period, the buyer assumes the responsibility of a landlord. The purpose of the rent-back agreement can be twofold. Firstly, it's to give the seller extra time to find a place to live following the home sale. And secondly, on the buying side, like I said, in a very competitive market where you're competing against a lot of other buyers for a place, if you give the seller this option, it can often put your offer at the top of the list. So the details of a rent-back agreement can be negotiated usually during the closing process. You'll need to work with the buyer, if you're the seller, to determine the monthly payment, the security deposit, the agreement length, and utility responsibilities. Often the buyer's home insurance can cover the rent-back period. So it's important to always consult with your real estate agent, lender, and attorney when negotiating the terms. Alright, so that's basically what a rent-back agreement is and how it can benefit both the buyer and the seller. In the next video on this series, we'll go into both the benefits and the potential risks of these rent-back agreements. Hey, there's more videos coming. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more, and I appreciate it.